Pretzels dipped in chocolate are a great flavor combination. They're crunchy, a little bit salty, and then with the coating of chocolate, the sweet chocolate, people just love them. Now the nice thing is pretzels come in all kinds of different sizes and shapes. You can get these jumbo ones, which I love to coat because it's just a nice big hunk of candy coated chocolate pretzel that guys like, kids like. It's just a nice big display piece. Or you can get the smaller, more delicate pretzels. Also the pretzel rods, you'll see those a lot in candy stores. They'll coat them with dark chocolate and white chocolate and then put sprinkles all over them. It's really, there's really lots of opportunity to use these. But today we're using this nice jumbo pretzel. You buy them by the bag in the store, no big deal. And I'm going to dip them 2 times. One side is going to be milk chocolate and then the other side is going to be dark chocolate. So right now we're just going to take the pretzel and dip it in one side like this, give it a tap. Again, we wick just a little bit off. And why don't we just for fun dip some in white chocolate too. So after this hardens, we'll come back and dip the other side in semi-sweet or white, whatever combination you want. You can also dip the entire pretzel in chocolate, one flavor, and then drizzle it. So we'll do that too. So now we'll take this one, and I'm just going to get my fingers all in it, wiggle it all around, wick it just a tiny bit. Isn't that beautiful? I put it here, and then I take this, I just dab, 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 cover my finger tracks. Let's do that again. That's really pretty. And milk chocolate with pretzels is so good. And once again, and place it. And again, I want to make sure that I don't have a lot of loose salt to contaminate my batch of yummy white chocolate. Okay. Okay, now here is a really fun trick. Let me move this out of the way so you can see what I'm going to do. I'm going to take, this is a really cute decorating idea. If you have a whole tray of pretzels and you want to introduce a decoration, but you don't want to spend time doing the sprinkles or another method, this is a quick way to get your decorating done, and it is so pretty. So I stick my fingers in, give them a little wicking off just a little bit, and then I come across like this. Isn't that pretty? I rinsed my hands to get the one flavor of chocolate off so that I can drizzle milk chocolate onto the white. But you'll notice that I'm drying my hands very well. And remember why? Because water and chocolate, no bueno, doesn't work at all. So my hands are perfectly dry, perfectly clean. I'm going to stick my little fingers in here, get a little wiggle action going on, and I just go wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Just like that. How fun. That's just one of probably 100,000 ways you can decorate your pretzels and every other candy confection that you make. So we're going to put these in the refrigerator, and when we come back, we'll show you how to do the second step and the altar decorations. Our first batch of first dipped product are out of the refrigerator. You can see our cookies are perfect. Our little cherries are just waiting for their second little bath. And these little guys, I'm just going to leave these alone. So we'll switch these around. Those are just going to be used as is in our assortments. So now we can do the fun stuff. I've gotten these little decorations because this is being shot during the holidays. I'm going to be using some holiday decorations, but boy, these are cute for birthday parties, anniversaries, any type of special event you want. You can decorate your cookies however you want. So we take our cookies, kind of separate them a little bit so we have some room, and we just take it with our hands and we put it in our perfectly tempered chocolate, give it a nice little swirl. We lift it up and you give it a twirl. So you end up with a big lump or a nice mound with a little squiggle on top. And then you set that down. You do another nice little swirl, whatever. I like a lot of white chocolate on my cookies. So once again, you just want to give it a nice little coating, top side down, nice big lump, and then now these are fine to do. You could do 6 or 7 at a time and then go back and decorate them. But you don't want to wait too long, because if the top firms up, if your chocolate is in super temper and ready to be chilled, the little pieces won't stick. So now I'm just going to take a little sprinkle, 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 and then I'm going to do another little sprinkle, sprinkle, another different little design, just to give you some variation. And you don't have to overdo it. And then these little guys I found at my local craft store. I believe they're by Wilton. They're so cute. They're little holly leaves and holly berries. Now these are totally edible. They're just little sugar bits. And you can either strategically place these perfectly, if that's your desire, or just stick them in there. I just usually use 3 leaves and a bunch of berries, and I'm good to go. Now, can you just imagine what these would look like in your holiday assortments? First of all, they are to die for delicious. Second of all, they're very festive. Just bring a lot of happiness and brightness to your assortments. We'll do one more. Okay. I like the holly berries. So I take my little hollies, poke on, poke on. Oops. Well, those little berries will just have to do. Yeah, they'll just have to do. Okay, so there you go. So now let's do the cherries. Scoot this up. Take your cherry, and you can do this several ways. I like people to see that there's 2 flavors of chocolate. So I only cover a portion of the cherry in the second flavor. So you just go down. And you can see how, a little extra chocolate, you can see how these little tiny maraschino cherries, they weren't even the jumbo brand, which you can buy, are turning into very spectacular additions to your dessert buffet or your gift assortments. And again, this has a nice big foot. That's okay, that's probably more than I would like. I like this one, that's fine. But no one can complain about having too much chocolate, right? You can do this exact same thing with any semi-dry fruit, like dried apricots. Oh my gosh, those are so good, dipped in chocolate. Dried apple slices. You have to be very careful about dipping wet fruits like orange sections or grapefruit sections or apples, because they have a lot of moisture. That moisture and the chocolate you put on them will cause the chocolate, number one, to fall out of temper. It won't harden properly, and it will ruin your batch of chocolate. So here are our double dip treats. Next, we're going to double dip our pretzels, and you'll see what the entire assortment looks like. It will be beautiful. Okay, our pretzels, first half dipped, are chilled. They're ready to come out, and we're ready to do our second dipping. And these, I'm just going to move our finished ones to the back so we have a little working room. And you want to make sure your hands are clean, number one, and you only want to handle your pretzels very quickly, because what's going to happen is the minute I put my finger here, I'm going to get a little bit of a finger mark if I have extra chocolate on my fingers, or if my fingers are a little too warm. So we just want to get in, get out, and be done, and not handle our pretzels too much, the finished side. So I just take my fingers, I do a quick dip. Now again, this chocolate is really, really thick, or it has a high viscosity. And you can see I don't have a finger mark on there. Yay, I get an A+ today. Okay, and we're just going to do all of our pretzels in this two-tone, and then I think we'll drizzle them with white chocolate. So now see, there's a little finger mark. So what I'm going to have to do now to cover that is definitely drizzle with some white chocolate to cover up our little fingerprint. We know that it's fine, but we want our chocolates to appear pristine and perfect to our gift recipients. Okay, so now we'll replace our chocolate with our white chocolate. And again, clean fingers, I just stick it in here and it's like a 3-finger swizzle. I just go across like that. Now, is that just yummy? It's just beautiful. And then one more for the center one right there. And that's it. How long did that take? Probably less than 20 minutes to do maybe 24 little items. If you have a lot of assortments that you want to make, you can get into a little assembly line and do 50 pretzels, and then 50 cookies, and then 50 little pretzel sandwiches or maraschino cherries, and you'll have more than you need to complete your beautiful gift assortments. For more great recipes and how-to videos, visit the Gourmet Candy Maker online at gourmetcandymaker.com. I'm Lynn, your Gourmet Candy Maker, saying bye for now.
The Gourmet Candy Maker would like to give you a gift, a complete video series on the most frequently asked questions about gourmet candy making. Go to www.gourmetcandymaker.com and download your series absolutely free.